Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and introduce you to the pioneers and the founders of the space. Today, I'm very kindly joined by Simon. Simon was on the stream on Monday. He's the founder of Solana Identity. Today, we're going to go through the Solana ecosystem, but also look at the rest of the market and a few news stories. Bitcoin's trading above 60,000. Solana hit above 160. It's at about 155 right now. Ethereum's over 2,600. It's a good day in the markets. We are going into the weekend though. So how's it going to look come Monday? We will discuss. We will go through all of this. Simon, how are you doing, my man?
I'm good, brother. All good. Thanks for the invite again. I'm still bullish, but I have my short positions opened. So I think we can touch on that a little bit. The short-term outlook.
And as always, we'll also go for a live trade. On Monday, I did a trade with Simon, and we were up $100. So maybe Simon's my good luck, guys. Let me know. But we will look at the markets right now. We'll have a look at Bitcoin. We'll have a look at Ethereum, and then we'll tail off into Solana, guys. And we will put a trade. Hopefully, Simon's my good luck charm. But yeah, let's do it. Let's have a quick look at the chat as well. We've got Stevie in the chat. We've got Wizard of Alt. Stevie's also saying pump weekend dumps Sunday night could be likely. And we've got Bruce all the way down from Australia. Good day, Bruce. Thanks for joining, guys. But let's jump into it, Simon. Monday, when we last caught up, wasn't the best of days. I think, Bitcoin was hit a low of like 49,000. We're back now at 60,000. We weren't too sure when we spoke on Monday. How have you seen the progress since Monday? Have you been trading? What have you been looking out for, Simon?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult and uncertain time to trade, honestly. Like, you should be super careful, don't put too much leverage, but it's also a good time to catch some nice trades because of the high vola, right? So I did catch some ups and downs, but always small leverage, like only 2-digit profits, quickly in, quickly out. I think that's what I would do in this kind of market, because otherwise just put a 1x leverage or 2x leverage or something like this and hold. But it's super hard right now to estimate, are we going to see another low or are we going up from here? I see a big impulse. You see it on the Bitcoin chart. Like we saw the big drop down in one freaking day, Sunday, Monday. And then we also saw the impulse up, right? So impulse up usually signalizes also for us, okay, there might be, a couple of waves leading upwards. So that doesn't look too bad right now, especially on the BTC. So I think for me, I think we might see another drop right now. In my opinion, I'm not looking for another low. So I don't know if we're going to see another kind of lower low than what we saw on Monday. But I think there's going to be some more volatility downwards. So it might be a good setup right now. If you want to trade the waves, we can look at the charts as well, especially on Solana. I have some ideas there for some trading tips, but definitely not an easy time right now to navigate.
No, we can see the progress we've made since Monday from these lows down here. I think with Bitcoin right now, I think if we're to lose the levels we're currently at and perhaps drop below 60,000, I think we may retest the 57,000 region here, and hopefully bounce from there. Otherwise, some of these regions down at 53,000, 54,000 could happen as well. But it's difficult to see. I think I'm going to wait for the open of the CME gap, and then I'm going to be watching it this weekend. I don't think I'm going to be away from the charts this weekend. I'm going to keep an eye on it because I do think it's quite a pivotal moment right now. But we've got
before, right? But like you've been before in this kind of market. Like, you've seen those dumps, you've seen those cycles, and I think I don't know if you agree with that, but we usually get panic when it happens. And then the days after, we're like, oh, wait a second, we've been here before, we're not dying.
What were you worrying about?
Yeah, essentially.
And Simon, you're even more of a Solana maxi than myself, if that's even possible. Do you trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, or are you trading Solana on the charts at the moment?
I'm trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, actually. So it depends on the opportunities. I do have some long-term convictions on Ethereum still, so I don't trade it on a daily basis. Usually I open with low leverage and hold. I think Ethereum is pretty much undervalued right now, so it's a good swing trade. It's a good swing trade setup. BTC is just you have if you trade BTC, you know, like you kind of know the chart, you have a feeling for how it might move. I don't know if that's delusional or true, but I feel like I can, you know, I can predict BTC a bit better than other currencies. And then yeah, Solana is just I'm just bullish on it. So but it doesn't mean I don't go short. I have a sweat right now on Solana actually, because I believe we're going to see a small pullback. But long term, definitely the 1K insight in the future.
So let's have a look at Solana here. As always, guys, we're going to put a live trade on at the moment as well. You know, it's only a short 10-minute, 5-minute trade. I'm tempted to take a quick long here, actually, Simon. I think perhaps during this trade we may retest this moving average up here. What do you think, Simon?
I think that could work, because right now we did the pullback until 155.4. We're recovering a bit. If you do a 5-10 minute trade, it will be a lucky shot. Like, not gonna lie. But let's go for a long, no?
Let's go for a long. Let's go 50 on a 20x buy long, guys, and we will check up on that at the end of the stream. But let's head over back to the charts here. Let's take a quick look. We'll have a look at Ethereum and the gainers and losers before we go into Solana at depth, guys. Let's have a quick look at Ethereum here. It's had a really good bounce back. You can see over 7% in 24 hours. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart here. But yeah, it hasn't recovered as well as Bitcoin has. So perhaps, there's a bit of a slingshot movement there. Perhaps Ethereum will catch up and we could, retest up to 3,000 here. You said you've been trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Do you tend to stick with one, find the rhythm? What are you looking at with Ethereum right now, Simon?
Ethereum is tricky right now, like especially after the jump crypto sell-off. That kind of gave a lot of uncertainty in the market. A lot of people were like, "Why the heck, are they selling millions in ETH over the weekend on a Sunday?" It might be not related at all to ETH, but only to jump itself. They might do this with other currencies as well, not only with ETH. So I don't want to make an assumption on that. But like I said earlier, I still believe ETH is undervalued right now. It didn't see a huge pump after the ETF launch, even though it was a very successful ETF launch again in history after the Bitcoin ETF. So I think we do have much more potential. I wouldn't dare to touch it in the daily trading right now, Ethereum. And my swing trades are with very low leverage, but they are long.
Yeah. I was speaking to that Martini guy and yourself over the last week, and we're still waiting for the blue chip high cap altcoins to really flourish. The sentiment is up right now on Twitter. We're seeing talk of XRP, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, etc. I believe the sentiment is on its way up. Mid caps are suffering right now. A lot of mid caps have become low caps. So perhaps now is the time we will see some of these high caps, especially Ethereum, flourish as well. But at the moment, the Bitcoin and ETH dominance is not so great right now. But hopefully that will turn. But let's move on over to Solana, which we will go into further depth right now as well. Let's have a look at the chart here. So this morning, actually, I'll go back quickly to Blowfin, the exchange. I will show a trade that I made this morning. So a trade that I made this morning basically is this one here. I went long. I saw that the rest of the market had pumped. I saw Ethereum was up, 8% for the day. Bitcoin very similar as well. However, Solana, was quite level actually. So I took the long position here. Quick $163 on that one, and I went short the other way. So that was a good trade. This current trade right now, let's have a check. Small loss. But yeah. But if we head back to the chart here, let's go on to the 1 hour. And I think we'll mention as well the differences between Solana and Ethereum rather. And we can see here that the lows, I can't even go that low, but below 110 there. That was a big shock. I was at the time slightly worried that we would go below 100. How were you feeling when we were down at 110, Simon?
Not too scared, honestly, because we're literally, like, if you go on the daily, if you switch to the daily view there, you can also see the last pullback we had in 5th of March this year. It was literally testing that level, like the 100 kind of 10 region in March. Back then there was one big red candle.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
and we found support right there, like at the same level. I was looking actually for that support level after we did the huge drop already. And we bounced right up. I can also share my screens, but real quick on the daily.
Let's do that.
I have some basic ideas as well. Let me do the entire screen. Like just on the daily chart, nothing fancy. Do you see it?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, so like I do use quite a lot the Elliott waves here and there and Fibonacci levels, especially on the larger time frames. On the smaller time frames, I believe it's a lot of voodoo magic. If you do Elliott waves, like it doesn't really work. I look more for volume RSI candlesticks, but in the larger time frame, it actually matches out really well. Like we had this nice first wave pump when the kind of market picked up back in October last year up to the beginning of this year. We saw the pullback in a second wave, which is usually it can go lower than this, but it was enough recovery. And then the third wave is usually the one that has an impulse. So we had an impulse wave. That's also where the most volatility starts. So we had those huge red candles, that went down to 110 as well. And since then, since the high in mid of March, we're basically trading sideways in a prolonged fourth wave. And the Fibonacci level right here, the 78.60, was the last resort. After this, I would probably shifted my sentiment a bit bearish and questioned the wave count. But we did touch on that perfectly, right? And on the Fib level, if you count it. So yeah, we touched that level, and from here, I believe that we're now in a fifth wave up. We can see a lot of volatility here. Usually the wave doesn't go in a single shot, right? Like it can go as well in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if that's a nice trade if you do a swing trade, in my opinion. But it can take until next year, honestly, right? This fifth wave. But it can go quite high as well. It can extend up to $300, which is also what experts currently predict for 2024. So just throwing this in right now.
I just wanted to touch there with the Elliott waves. You said, one of your favorite indicators. For those that perhaps have not used Elliott wave before, it's a theory of 5, and we do actually have a course on it on Crypto Saving Expert as well, guys. So if you want to check that out, learn how to trade like Simon, how to read the charts, we've got the Elliott waves course here as well, guys. So be sure to go check that out. But let's have a quick look as well. Let's go back into one thing I actually wanted to mention before we move on. I think we'll touch upon some of the differences between Solana and Ethereum. But guys, I just wanted to bring up, it is Free Chippy Friday today. So go out, get your free fish and chips, and then you will be sent 3,000 Chippy tokens. All you have to do is hold 50,000 Chippy, buy fish and chips from any restaurant, Chippy or takeaway. No homemade fish and chips. Go support your local restaurant, your local Chippy, and then do a quote tweet with the hashtag Free Chippy Friday. Include the photo with some proof and tag Free Fence, guys. That's all you got to do.
Let's go.
Simon, you getting your fish and chips today?
I will check if I have it on this beautiful island where I'm at right now. Let's see if I find one.
And I can see we've got Boris here. Boris is in the Philippines. Simon is currently in the Philippines too. So what's the weather like over there?
Oh, it's hot, man. But it's actually beautiful weather right now. It's great. I'm on Boracay. So Boris, let me know where you are.
Awesome. Good link up there. And we'll have a quick look at the chart with Chippy as well. We've got a slight uptrend for today. At the moment, though, really undervalued in my opinion. Looking forward to the push from that Martini guy. I know he's got a few things up his sleeves. We've had a few other influencers like Bit Shaman show us support recently as well. Big shout out to Bit Shaman. But yeah, let's touch upon. I'm not sure if you have anything else to share, Simon, perhaps. But let's touch upon some of the differences between Ethereum and Solana and why you think it may outperform Ethereum this bull run.
Yeah. To cut it short, let's maybe do 3 to 5 quick bullet points. Why I think Solana is well positioned. I think we all know, if you talk to institutional investors and you ask them in what kind of cryptos they invest, they usually name Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. So we're already there that Solana is in the same category, and it's being seen as a serious crypto project, like no doubt about it. Why is that? I think first point is the tech. Like honestly, the tech is great, it works, and the devs approve. I've been working with Ethereum devs, and I've been working with Solana devs. And I've been talking to very experienced developers that have multi-year experience, super senior. Once they touch Rust, they are like, oh, I'm done with Solidity. Like I'm so bullish on Rust as a programming language, and I think it's far superior to Solidity. And I think Solidity and Ethereum is only here because they have great network effects and a good dev community as well. That's why I'm also bullish on Ethereum. It will work out. But the tech bottom line in Solana is great. They adapt quickly to problems. We have a lot of great tech, localized fee markets. We have the Fire Dancer update coming up. Like they're trying to work on the outages, and it is actually working out. So I think that's a big bullet point. Then
I just wanted to touch upon that as well, Simon. It's you know, we're seeing a bit of an exodus from developers that are working on Solidity. They come over to the hacker houses with Solana that are offering, you know, huge prizes, and we're seeing more developers come over to Solana. And I believe that's because, you know, the foundation are really pushing this. They're helping out developers. Basically, you know, if you help out the people who build the foundations for the project, it's only going to go one way. So I see what the foundation are doing with the hackathons as key to, you know, transitioning, you know, those developers from Solidity over to Rust.
Yep. Look, I'm pretty deep involved in the Solana ecosystem, and I can tell you from the inside, the whole super team strategy works out really well. So super teams are kind of regional communities of Solana that are backed by the foundation, and they are the perfect step as a dev into Solana ecosystem. We got a grant from the foundation really quickly when we came up with a good idea, you know. So that always works out. The super teams are genius, you know.
And like you're a member of Super Teams Balkans and the UAE as well, perhaps.
I'm not a member of other teams, but I'm involved with Super Team Germany, Super Team UAE, and I'm a member of the Balkans. I'm actually the first member of Super Team Balkan. Yeah.
Congratulations! And I'm a member of the Super Team UK. So big shout out to Super Teams. They are really doing the most right now. Exactly. But yeah, let's. What was your second point, Simon?
Yeah. So tech is one thing. Then we have BD, business development on Solana. Like right now, it's funny because today it was kind of a meme on Twitter. Everyone's talking about BD for some reason. Actually, if you know what's going on, let me know. But business development on Solana is working. You know, they have great partnerships. They have PayPal, they have Stripe. You know, like all that stuff doesn't come from nowhere. It comes because Foundation and Labs is doing a great job at pushing Solana into the mainstream. And those partnerships, they will be very important. Like the stable coin by PayPal, the PYUSD on the Solana network, it's a huge thing, and it's on Solana, right? Because Solana is known for payments. And I think we're going to see more of that stuff. And then maybe lastly, let's take one more bullet point why I'm bullish also on the growth potential. Solana is still small compared to BTC and ETH, right? So look at the market cap and look at the total kind of market dominance of Solana, which is right now in the lower single digits if you look at the global crypto market. And I think if we reach the higher single digits, like 8, 9%, maybe 10% dominance of Solana in the global crypto market, then we're already at 1,000. Actually, we're going to be at $1,500 or something if we reach 9-10%. You know, and it's not that hard to get there. You know, like the tech is there, the community is there. I think it's possible.
Completely. And I've just noticed, Simon, you've got a Monkey DAO hat on there as well. Are you a monkey holder?
I am actually not a monkey holder yet, but I'm a big fan. I've never been in the NFT game deeply. I'm just starting to buy my first NFTs right now, and I want a Monkey Gen 2, which is like the OG collection, and they're a bit more pricey. So I'm still waiting for a good entry.
For those that perhaps don't know about Solana Monkey business, there was a Gen 1. It was, you know, some issues happened, and then they moved over ownership and then they minted the Gen 2. Gen 2 are super OG. It's some of the NFTs that, you know, KSI had as his profile pic on Twitter, and it's it's also the same team behind Bonk basically. So shout out to them. They're absolutely killing it. You've seen the successes Bonk has had. I know with Solana Monkey Business, it's more of kind of a community vibe, a community takeover. But I'm very bullish on the team there, and Solana Monkey Business and Bonk are some great projects, and they really know how to market, guys. So go check them out.
Strong builders, the whole Monkey team, strong builders.
And Simon, I think we'll touch upon Solana identity. We mentioned it on Monday as well. I've had a few questions regarding Solana identity in the Discord, in the community. They're super interested about the rewards and the benefits from Solana identity as well. But perhaps you can share your screen and we can go through some bits. And I believe we've got an alpha drop for everyone today as well. So
I think so too. Check your trade, by the way, Spot. I think we're now in plus, no? Maybe almost a couple dollars.
We are in the plus. Have a look. Oh yeah, there was a nice wick up there. We are $15 in profit. Not quite the $100 from Monday, but it's going there. I think I may set some take profit levels. Maybe quite conservative. I'm being quite conservative at the moment.
Yeah, it could. I think because the longer time frame is bearish, so it might turn around. So that's why I was pointing it out before I share my screen. So just watch the chart, bro. I'm gonna take over the screen.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna hop over here to the priority pass of Solana ID. Do you see my screen?
Perfect. Got it.
Awesome. Yeah. So Solana ID, flagship ID protocol for Solana. We're helping DApps to find the right users, and we help you as a user to get more perks on chain because DApps want your attention and they will pay you for your attention. And that will create value for you. And the priority pass is our fast lane towards the actual Solana ID, which is not live yet. And the priority pass comes with a lot of features and perks. The two most important perks that I want to point out is an exclusive airdrop for holders of the priority pass. The pass itself costs only $7 to mint, depending on the exact price of Sol. So it's actually it's a good cheap NFT mint. And then you get
because it's on Solana.
Exactly. And for Solana, it's expensive because we have like a non-transferable NFT and shit. Like it's a bit more costly to mint. And then you have the access to the solid airdrop. And then you're also able to use your priority pass to enter an exclusive ZD sprint, which is only for priority pass holders. This way, we make sure that our ZD sprint is not full of random people that give no shit about the project. If you like the project, you will pay $7 for the pass. And you will be then able to also participate in another airdrop that is the TG airdrop of the priority pass ZD sprint. And then I won't get into the details how it works because everything is on the page. But I want to mention that every we call them boarding groups. So it doesn't matter which lane number you get on the actual pass. Every boarding group will get access to an exclusive deal on our token sale or our private token sale. So we're going to have some highly discounted token sale, basically at the half of the FTV that other private investors are investing right now. And this will be accessible for priority pass holders, or that is the pure alpha that we can share already right here for members of the TMG community. So if you are part of the TMG community, and you follow that Martini guy, then you have good chances to get a very good deal on the solid token, a much better deal than all the others. So it's a pretty fair, or it's a pretty safe investment, I would say, for future returns. And all this will be announced probably in the next 2 weeks, and you will hear more from that. So today we're basically dropping the first hint on that campaign.
Brilliant. Yeah, some exclusive alpha, everyone. And we can have a look at the trade. It's just gone into the negative. It's going down. Maybe Simon was right. The trend is going that way. But with the priority pass again, Simon, just to let people know, what's the cost of minting and where can they go to mint the priority pass as well?
Super easy. You go on pass.solana.id. You connect one of your wallets. I recommend a wallet that has a bit of an age. So don't use a fresh wallet, because you might get a better lane number, which is based on the time when you sign up and the on-chain score of your wallet, because that's part of what we do at Solana ID. We're scoring your wallet. And basically, you connect the wallet, you can mint the pass for $7 in total. And then you can also improve your lane number to get a better boarding group with more perks by either doing verifications. That could be an X verification or Discord, we're using ZK proofs to basically prove your account ownership without revealing your privacy or hurting your privacy. Or you can refer people using a custom referral link. And then you also climb up the ladder in the waiting list. And you get actually also paid for each referral, 0.01 Sol into your account for each person that you refer. So yeah, good stuff happening. Check it out, pass.solana.id.
Brilliant, guys. Simon, thank you so much for today. Been a pleasure having you on the stream as well. I'm sure in the next few weeks, as more announcements come, we're going to be back on stream again. The trade's not going so well. I'm going to leave this open. I will put probably a take profit level around the 157 and probably a stop loss not much lower than we are right now, just to be safe. I'm being conservative at the moment because I expect the weekend to be a bit volatile, but I will be watching the charts and I will be looking for opportunities, guys. So make sure to catch me in the Discord, CSE Plus, 10% discount. You can see the code there, CSE10. Go join it. Make sure to go follow Simon and Solana Identity. And if you have any questions about Solana Identity as well, I will be answering those in the Discord in CSE Plus, guys. Simon, thank you for coming on today. I hope you've had a good time.
Thank you so much, Spud. You're a legend. Talk soon.
Take care, guys.